Hello, welcome to the video. I'm in my new motor. Let me introduce you to my new camper van, and today is the first trip in my new camper van. I'm on my way up to pick up my best mate of about 40 years, and then together we're going up to a place called Ramshaw Rocks, I think they're called, near the Roaches in the Beatty Stretch. I'm going to camp out overnight. Try this out for landscape photography. I've got my new Z8 with me, got all my camera bag, which is pretty much the camera bag and the equipment that I'm going to take to the Photon, which is by the time you see this, I will be in the Photon, and it's about 3 weeks away from me. And that's the idea, is to test it all out. I need to get a little bit of muscle memory back into the Z8, having been using Olympus for a little while.
And here we are, Ramshaw Rocks, Ramstone Rocks. I'll put it up here. And this is the benefit of using a camper for photography. Look, I'm parked just there. I've got my mate Tim coming up with me. And the rocks, or the location, are just here. So what I'm going to do is just going to have a look, try and find some compositions. And then in the morning, sunrise is at 8. I'll literally be out of bed at 7 and on location by about 5 past, which is absolutely perfect. Right, so I think west is behind me. What's good about this ridge line is it runs north to south, so it's good at sunset and at sunrise. Now the sunset, as you can see, is not much, it's a bit too claggy really. And it may well be the same in the morning, but it's definitely got potential. Not been here before. I'm definitely going to shoot some pictures here, whatever the weather. And really the idea of this, as I said earlier, is to get my muscle memory back with my Nikon, get to know the Z8, tweak anything I need to tweak, get used to the camera that you're on, to use that for vlogging, and just really give the kit a bit of a run out. Today and tonight is just to practice with the camper van, first time out on it, make sure I've got everything, and I'm going to make a note on my phone, anything I need for next time. But this is great, there's great potential for some great pictures. These rocks look great, so let's find a composition or two, and then I'm going to go back and have something to eat. Right, so I reckon sunrise is going to be in there somewhere. Can't really tell into the morning, but that I think is going to be a nice composition. Got this big rock here, and then we've got a little leading line with the pathway, and we've got some rocks there up to that main peak. Right, so I reckon that's the shot. Looks like we've got it all sussed. It's going to be a really dramatic bit of mid-ground there. I really like that, so fingers crossed for a good sunrise tomorrow. Going to go to a pub now, find something to eat, use the facilities, have a drink, and then we're going to drive back to this location for the evening. What an exciting time. This feels to me like the start of my photography journey, a new one with the camper van. I think it's going to improve my photography. I've got Norway in 3 weeks time. By the time you see this, I'll be there. So it almost feels like a new beginning, which is really, really lovely. Really excited again, and this is lovely to have that feeling about your photography. So wish me luck. Next time you'll see me will be in the morning. Sleep well. Bye bye.
Oh, good morning. Well, I slept. I'm not going to say that I slept well, because it's like the mattress. Oh dear. The bed is very hard, actually. It's like sleeping on the road. So I did sleep though. which is good. I was warm enough. The diesel heater in the van was really good. I turned it off in case fumes and everything. So, but I wasn't that cold. That's not too bad. What I do need to do for this though is get myself a mattress topper, which I'm going to probably invest in today at some point, because I'm staying in here tonight. So, but again, the benefits of this, I've had the cup of coffee. It's been really nice. I've got my gas stove. I can make a sausage sandwich or a bacon sandwich or something if I want to afterwards. And I'm literally just yards from, or meters from, the location. So really nice park up. It's been very quiet every night. A couple of cars came past. Other than that, apart from the fact it's uncomfortable, or the fact the bed's really hard, I think when the bed, if I can soften it up with a mattress topper, I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. So, all right, I better go and get dressed, and let's go and see what the weather has in store for us. Can't hear any rain, so fingers crossed we're going to have a good sunrise.
Well, this has been, for all the brilliance of having a camper van, it's been a little bit frustrating. I brought my phone up with me yesterday when I came up to scout it out, because that would have shown me which direction I was pointing. I've got photo pills on there, and that would have told me where the sun was coming up, because where I thought the sun was coming up, turns out it was further around, which means that I've been scrabbling around looking for compositions. The light, such as it was, I'm coming in a bit now, I'll just take a picture of that, has almost gone, and not really happy with the composition. I've turned portrait. There's a little kind of path here and a very interesting set of rocks and boulders which look nice. That bit of the composition is fine, but what isn't great is the sky. It was a nice colour about 10 minutes ago when I was scrabbling up here. Now a bit pants. The plan really was to make sure I got my muscle memory back with the Nikon system, and actually it's felt very foreign, having used Olympus for a while, finding where things are. It hasn't taken me long, don't get me wrong, and actually now I've got it all working okay. I'm really happy with the fact that in this camera you can get an histogram and the level on the same screen, because that's something that I didn't like on the Z7 II. So that's all great. The focusing point, I'm using back button focusing. I can work out where the focus peeping is. I haven't at the moment, so I've got my eye menu set up, but I haven't got finger touch which I had on the other one, so I might put that back on because that was quite useful. So I'm having to go up and down the scroll wheel. But other than that, quite easy to use. Happy with everything. I'm also happy with the, just take a picture there, got a delay on. I'm also happy with this Nikon system that, I mean, the sky, to be honest, today is very flat and there's no dynamic range as such, but I'm very happy that this is going to capture anything in the clouds that sometimes the Olympus missed. So right, that's that shot done. Put it on the screen for you now and let's move. Right, so this is where I should have been that sunrise. But a little bit of light still left in the sky, but I just wanted to see it as good as it was. But this is a lovely, interesting rock here. I think this forms the Winking Man, if you know that. Let me just show you through the camera. The composition is a lot wider than this, but I've got the Winking Man. I've played around with having it on the right, and you're sort of pointing in because it's all the verticals are facing that way, but it then looks a bit insignificant. So I've moved it more centrally because I think that makes it more prominent, and it is the main subject. It's just a really interesting shape. I was trying to get a little bit of separation between this rock here and those rocks in there, but as you possibly can't see, if I step further to the left, I'm going to plunge to my certain death. So I can't really do much about that, but there we go. So the resulting image is actually quite nice. It just needs a better day, so another one to come back to. So with that, I packed away, worked my way off this precarious ledge and headed back to the van. I then bought a mattress topper, and I can report that the next night in the van it was actually really comfortable. So the first trip out, I would say, was successful. Things to improve, things to tweak. Really enjoyed getting back into the Nikon system. The Z8 performed brilliantly, the campervan is improving, and the next day we moved to Staithes, where I've photographed before. Didn't do any footage particularly, did shoot this though, which I quite like. This village of Staithes is just beautiful. I made my way down to the seafront, photographed this, and with that the day was over. So thanks ever so much for tuning in. I hope we see you again. Next week we're in Whitby, Saltwick Bay and Scarborough. And until then, Sunday at 6, thanks for watching. See you soon. Ta-ra.